seemed like you were heavily involved in the game plan on Saturday, but almost as much as a blocker for the run game as you were running routes and receiving
Yes,
passes.
sir.
Was that a change, or was that just something that I happened to notice this week?
I think this year, compared to past years for me, blocking's been a big focus point for me, and just trying to increase my ability in that aspect to kind of broaden my availability for our offense and kind of just help them out in more ways than I can. And kind of the Washburn game kind of just played out that way. Having me in the run game, having me for some protection purposes as well. I just think kind of played out that way, and I'm happy to do whatever the team needs me to do. So.
Do you get to be an honorary offensive lineman when on days like that? Do you get to kind of be a part of that group now too?
Sometimes, but I kind of just, I know my role, and I'm willing to answer the call, whether it's in the pass game or in the run game. I'm just happy to do my part, and I think Coach Amari this year has definitely preached blocking for us more, and I know for me that's something that I've improved a lot on, and I'm still looking to improve a lot on because, if you're able to block, that just opens you up more in the pass game. So.
How do you improve at blocking? Because I'll put it this way: if you're throwing a ball, you can practice throwing the ball.
Yes, sir.
Same with catching the ball. There's not a lot of blocking or you can do yourself in order to become better at that.
Yes, sir. Blocking is a lot of little things. Your footwork, your placement, your hands, your initial start, all that is stuff that comes with reps. And I think in practice we really harp on the little things because the little things lead to big things in that aspect. And so I know me and the other tight ends as well have kind of just been really focusing on winning those little aspects in order to win our one-on-ones. And so we're just trying to make our offense as versatile as possible, whether it's us in the pass game or us in the run game. I think we're just looking to help. I know that's my mindset behind it, is just trying to, be a tool where, no matter what the call Bryant puts in, I can either lead block for a guy, I can stay in the protection, or I can catch the ball. That's my goal, to just, be a tool for this offense. So.
Talk a little bit about that big third down catch to basically seal the victory. I know after the game you said you kind of ran the wrong route of play, but it all worked out okay.
Yes, sir. Well, first of all, I just like to say I appreciate my coaches trusting me in that moment. It was a great play call, and it would have been better if I would have, ran the right route. But, like I said after the game, Jack's a baller and Jack's a gamer, and he made a great adjustment due to my mistake. And, Jack does it multiple times. He makes us look good, and he made us look good right there. And, I'm happy that it played out the way it did. Little things like that you need to clean up, I think, just to, in the long run, but worked for us on Saturday, and so I can't complain too much.
We talked a lot about the ups and the downs, and really last 2 weeks, first and third quarters, you guys have been as good as anybody, and then the second and fourth, it's been a bit of a struggle. Have you been able to put your finger on it, or what's it going to take to get more consistent play each week for 4 quarters?
I think, like I've kind of said before, is we just need to continue to stack plays. We're at our best when, in the first and the third quarter, when we're putting drives together, we're stacking plays, and our offense is kind of just moving really well. I think at times we get comfortable, and that's something that we're trying to mature as a team. And I think we have the capabilities to do that. And, something we kind of talk about is, like, look how strong we play in the first and third, and imagine if we can put 4 quarters together, we could be a pretty powerful team. So I know Brown harps on us to hit that maturity aspect due to us being a young team, but it's something that we can easily put upon ourselves, and it's an adjustment that's needed, and it's an adjustment I'm positive we're going to make at the right time.
Coach has mentioned the last couple of weeks that while the team was glad they won, weren't necessarily happy in the way they played. Do you get that feel from inside the locker room that this team knows that there could be even better yet out of this team?
Oh, yes, sir. I feel like none of us are satisfied. Kind of being a young team and going through last year, I think we all know what we're capable of when we play at our best. And so, Coach Brown expects the best from us, and we expect the best from ourselves. So, yes, a win's a win, and we're obviously going to take a win in the win column any day of the week. But I'm proud to be a part of a team that's not content with a win like that we are we're focused on getting better, where we know how good we can be, and that's how we want to play every time. And that when we don't play our best, we hold ourselves accountable. That's part of I don't know about you guys, but that's a part of the team I want to be a part of. So.
Well, like UCO, the challenges that they posed to you guys this week?
Like Brown says, we take every week to the same consideration. UCO, super strong team. We had trouble with them in the past. Nothing but respect to those guys. I know that they have a lot of dudes kind of returning as well. Every week poses its own challenges, and I think a big thing this week we're going to focus on ourselves. Once we figure out some things ourselves, we'll be all right. So taking this week to really focus on the things we can change within our own inner circle, and we'll move on forward accordingly.
Two-time MIAA academic honor roll. Talk about balancing school and football and making that all work. It's not easy for maybe anybody, but how do you go about it?
I've been fortunate the last couple of years kind of with the whole grade aspect of it, but I could always do better, and I'm sure, there's times where I'm just as bad as everyone else when it comes to procrastinating and stuff like that. But just trying to, realize that we are here for school as well. We're not just here to play football. We've been given the opportunity at the end of the day, and, just kind of making sure everything's organized, staying on schedule. There's long days being a student athlete, but, you still got to take care of the little things. Just like I'm going to go to the training room and take care of my body, I got to study and do some homework here and there too. As much as I don't want to sometimes, it's just part of it. So.
Played some quarterback in high school. We've seen some other guys on the team throw some passes. Have you been asking to throw any passes as a tight end while you're here at Fort Hays?
Well, I don't know if you were too familiar with my quarterback days, but I wasn't much of a thrower back then anyways. I mean, I used to be able to throw it a little bit, but also a freshman year, I have 4 screws in my shoulder, my right one, so not a whole lot of throwing in my future probably. I'm happy taking those snaps under center when I get the opportunity, so I definitely prefer to stay on the ground, but